Hello and welcome again to Patugi Points. Patugi Points is a weekly podcast that talks about various things about life and various tips and ideas. They may be humorous, they may be factual, they may be stories, but things and stories and facts that make us realize or know what life is all about. Welcome, my name is Patrick Ngugi. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe to our channel and share and click on the bell so that whenever we have a new episode, you will be alerted. Those who have been around for the last few episodes, we've been talking about 5 questions that give us the answers. Or by the way you answer those questions, they give you the answer to your life. Where are you heading? Where are you coming from? And so on. And getting the answers to this question doesn't mean that it stops there. You have to continue asking yourself at every other moment, because even if you realize where you are today, tomorrow you may want to know where you are. You may want to know where you are heading. And if you may remember, we've already covered 4 questions. We've already covered who are you? Where are you? Where are you coming from? Where are you going? And in this episode, we are talking about what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it is not a question that will be answered or that can be answered once in a while. It's a question that will be answered every other time whenever you have a challenge, whenever there's something that is disturbing you, whenever there's a blockage, you have to go above or go over. You have to ask yourself, what are you doing about it? But here, in connection with what we've been talking about, the 5 questions that we've been covering, the first question, as you remember, was, who are you? And those who are with us will remember, we don't answer this question, sorry, we don't answer this question by giving our names, giving our profession, giving the titles that we have or what people know us about. Who are you is answered differently, because you acquire, your acquisition, your job title, your duty, and so on. That's not who you are. And we cover that. If you may want to go back and you may want to know more about it, you may have to go to a few podcasts, few episodes behind to know who you are. In fact, the particular podcast was, who are you, or do you know who you are? So go back there and find who you are. Secondly, after finding whom you are, we discovered, where are you? Yes. What situation are you in? What circumstances are you in? What environment are you in? There's a video on that which you can go back in this channel and find out what we discussed about that. After finding where you are, we talked about where you're coming from. In order to be here, you must have come from somewhere. In order to be in these circumstances, the issues that you are facing right now, whether it's challenges, sickness, whatever you're facing now, you must have gotten them from somewhere. Where is that? Where are you coming from? We talked about that in 2 episodes ago. Last episode, we discussed where are you going, because if you're coming from somewhere, you must be going someplace. Where are you going? That's what we discovered. We discussed last week. And today, then, we are discussing the last question, where are you going? Just like the other question, where are you? Who are you? Where are you coming from? And so on. It looks simplistic. What are you doing about it? This is because at any given moment, there is always something you need to do. At any moment, there is always a challenge, something to overcome, something to go, a hurdle. There's always a hurdle. And what you are doing about it will depend on where or how you'll get to the next level, or you'll get from where you are, the challenges you have at the moment, to overcome them and go beyond. For example, where are you? We discovered where are you, or rather, we start from the beginning. We ask, who are you? And after knowing who you are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with who you are? Would you want to improve yourself and do something else that will improve your status? So what are you doing about it? So as you can see, at each point, there's that question, what are you doing about it? So after knowing who you are, we asked, where are you? Are you comfortable with where you are? Is everything okay? If not, what are you doing about it? Then we discussed, where are you coming from? How has it been? How has it been where you're coming from? Are you stuck there today? Are you still living in the past because of what happened that time? Are you living in the past regretting of what happened? Or what are you doing about it? And therefore, the final question, or what we discussed last week, where are you going? Are you moving in the right direction? Are you going where you are going? Because everybody else is going there, and you may not know the reason they are going there. If you discover that is not the place you want to go, what are you doing about it? As you can see, this question can be applied at any point, and it gives you a challenge for thinking. It gives you food for thought, so that only you can know, only you can decide. Nobody will tell you what you need to do. Most of the time, we don't want to be told. Obviously, we want to learn things by ourselves. And again, if you wait for somebody to come and tell you stuff, where you're going, or what you're doing about it, you will get all sorts of answers. We have so many people. We are not short of people with suggestion. There's so many advisors out there. This is better, do this one, forget about that. This is even fantastic. This is better than the other. But it's for you to decide, to pick the best and decide what you're going to do about it. So we have come to the final of the 5 questions. Going back, reminding ourselves, the first question was, where are you? Would you like to remain where you are? What are you doing about it? The second question was, or rather, the first question was, who are you? After discovering who you are, and you have a great potential, what are you doing about it? Then the second question was, where are you? Are you stuck somewhere and you may want to, to be in a better place? What are you doing about it? Then where are you coming from? Is it a good place? Is it a place you regret? Is it a place you really celebrate? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to get stuck there just because you're celebrating the good times of the past, or you are mourning the bad times of the past, or you want to move forward? The decision is yours. What are you doing about it? Where are you going? Are you prepared with what's coming? What's coming in front of you? Where are you going? And what are you doing about it? So let us hear your comments on the description below. Let's hear your comments and maybe questions about the topics we've discussed, or about anything else that we can discuss in the future. Because we have to live together, we have to answer those questions daily. We have to know where we are, who we are, where are we going, what are you doing about We have to keep on learning about that. And so, until in the next episode, where we are going to discuss maybe a new series or just one topic, that is my Patugi point for today. And God bless.